Andy, we're going to check in with Jill Bellin. She's hanging out at Aqua Sport Scuba Center in Marda Loop this morning, learning how to scuba dive, Jill.
Yes, learning how to scuba dive, and something that would look familiar to you, Ted. So we're gearing up here before we get into the water, although we do have a couple of divers in the pool already. And Patrick, you're going to navigate some gear for us here. So a lot of people would start off snorkeling. That might be how your entry point into scuba diving.
Correct. That's where most people get introduced to it and decide they want to go deeper. So we got a few things to show people and make them aware of.
Okay.
The biggest thing most people forget is that they're swimming face down in the water. So we usually encourage them to wear a rash guard.
Okay.
Why
is that?
Well, it's UV protective, so you don't burn your back. Right. Those of us in Alberta, when we travel to warm places, tend to get a little red.
Okay.
The other nice thing about for divers is it works really good for getting in and out of your wetsuit, so it's a little bit more comfort in that respect.
Okay.
The next bit is a snorkeling vest. So realistically, most of us are neutral or a little bit negatively buoyant, so we tend to sink. So it's nice to have a little bit of flotation. So you can orally inflate this, put some air in it, stay at the surface, float around. If you want to drop down, let the air out, and away you go. Again, it's a great introduction to scuba because it's the same as our BCDs.
Okay, awesome. So
now,
you're leisurely snorkeling around with some buoyancy. Lovely.
Fins.
Yeah.
Not many of us have big enough feet to propel ourselves, so we give you a little bit of extra help. The nice thing about snorkeling fins is they don't need to be too big because they're just pushing a smaller volume of person around, so a nice shorter fin. When we get into diving, we get a little bit bigger, so we have a little bit more propulsion. And a little bit more comfort.
I bet Michael Phelps doesn't wear those. He doesn't need them whatsoever. All right, what do we have?
Then we get into masks. Actually, let's go this way. First of all, one of the first questions I often get is, do I have to wear my contacts? And we can actually put prescription lenses in most masks.
Oh, wow.
Which is kind of nice because, you know, I've had people come back from Hawaii going, I saw all the blurs underwater but didn't see any fish. So
that's a waste.
we can put prescription lenses in. The other thing, and Jill, you might be interested in this, is we put neoprene mask straps on so it doesn't pull your hair out as you pull the strap on and off.
I've been there. I've been there. I know that feeling. Okay, let's get to the gear that I'm wearing quickly. It's heavy.
So we got you in a BCD. So a buoyancy control device, so that's just going to give you your flotation in the water. We've got you in a tank, we've got regulators on you. So you got a primary, an alternate that I'm going to use if we need or I need extra air from you, an inflator valve buried underneath the weight belt so that we can offset some of our positive buoyancy. And to answer your earlier question, this is the gas gauge. So this way we make sure that you're not running out of fuel so we can get you back to the surface to enjoy the rest of the night at the club.
All right, fantastic. The guys asked me if I ever run out of gas in my car, and the truth is, yes, that has happened. But not today. We're not running out of any materials that we need here this morning. We're going to dive into the pool, maybe a cannonball next. Ted?
Good luck with all that gear on, getting a cannonball into there. Good stuff. All right, Jill.